toughest fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disappoint them. Congrats.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance to check out stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up. And
now the opening lineup for Chicago. Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Maverick in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit. And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Edwards. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Now here's Conley. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Conley doesn't have an overwhelming body, but I tell you, good job that time taking the hit and finishing through it.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Maverick. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Vucevic, a screen on Conley. From deep, Giddey. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
The way they played in that fourth quarter, it made you believe they were going to come back and take it. Just couldn't close it out there at the end.
And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series. Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history. Oh, I can't believe he just did that.
Way up top. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Picked by Vucevic. Out to the right wing. Dosunmu outside. The three is up. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Vucevic. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Randle. And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 5.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Counted.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Pass to McDaniels. For three, Randall. Chicago with a rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
Edwards looking it over. From 12 feet. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls leading by 4. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Give him 8.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Here's Maverick. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
For three, Hardaway. And it's Chicago with a board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Maverick, the pass to White. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
For three, Hardaway. Collins with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The shot by Maverick, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Hardaway's shot is good.
Excellent quickness that time by Hardaway. Allows him to do work inside.
Bulls leading by 5. Pass to Maverick. Now here's Ball. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Capella with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Collins against Randall. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Collins. And now the Bulls in transition. Ball surveys the floor. Knocks down the long J.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Up top, Alexander Walker. He's guarded by White. Outside, Alexander Walker. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Takes a three. And Lonzo Ball gets a three. Ball's got his second bucket on the night. And so it's Chicago in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points, a key to this lead. Back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter. Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. And we just got word that Shams Charania has some news coming out of Utah. Shams, what's the story on the Jazz?
Thanks, B.A. They recognize they had to round out their offense, and I'm told they're bringing in Zach LaVine. That's a major weapon for this team. It's a big move for this franchise, and it signifies their intent to be aggressive moving forward.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Lonzo Ball's checked in for Chicago. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Ball passes to Maverick. Pass to Dosunmu. From deep. Reed with the rebound. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. A 12-point game. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game, and they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Collins inside. Reed defending. Inside. Ball outside. Here's Maverick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Maverick's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Boom.
Randall, good.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
On Tim Hardaway's best nights, Clark, he can light it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, he's got a great stroke and can pose matchup problems when he's got it going. When that happens, it forces opponents to adjust their defensive posture. So he's extremely valuable when he gets it going, knocking down shots on the perimeter. Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Count it. Good. Randall's got 7 points.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
Collins passes to Maverick. And stolen by Hardaway. Here's the second effort. And again, Julius Randle. He's got 9.
Randle really a force on the offensive glass. This guy plays with so much energy and excels at crashing the glass.
Stolen by Reed. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Conley. Randle a screen on ball. Randle left side. This one for 3. Collins with the rebound.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
And so it's Chicago. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Defense is setting the tone. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And hello, everybody.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Dosunmu, who's Ellis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Maverick in at the 2. Maverick, the pass to Dosunmu. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
The shot by Conley, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Vucevic, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Vucevic from behind the arc. Randall pulls down the board. Timberwolves trail by 6. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He came away with 34 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Maverick, the pass to Dosunmu. Giddey against Conley. And that one's good. Giddey's got 6.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Randall outside. Outside Reed. Pass to Conley. Reed, a screen on Giddey. Conley passes to Reed. Back to Conley. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Here's Maverick. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Hardaway's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Minnesota, they're still the top team in this league, sitting at number 1.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're not being questioned any longer. This is a strong team and one that is poised to be a big-time threat moving forward.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. White against Conley. Outside Edwards. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Maverick. Outside White. Out to the right wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Hardaway. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over to the wing. Maverick, the pass to Capella. Here's Maverick, guarded by Edwards. Outside White. Nails it from beyond the arc. White's got 7 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Will it go? Reed can't hit. Chicago leading by 11. Maverick, the pass to Smith. To the wing, right side. Pass to Capella. Here's Maverick. He's got 15. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Hardaway grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Edwards with it. Capella with a rebound.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
White for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
For 3, Randall. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. He's got 12.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Pass to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Here's Maverick. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. He drops it from range.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Conley finds Randall. And here's Hardaway. Back to Randall. The 3. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
White, good.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Randall outside. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
29 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Smith. That one falls. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Night in and night out. Consistently, Smith makes a solid effort in there.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Edwards. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Clark in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Capella, the pass to White. Pass to Jones. He's checked in for Hardaway. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 8. Now here's Edwards. Plenty of space. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Edwards has got 17 points here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And he recovers it. Pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic, a screen on Edwards. Dosunmu for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Maverick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Mike Conley. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Ellis is checked in for Chicago. McDaniels from long range. Ellis grabs the board. Bulls leading by 7. To the inside. Dosunmu can't hit.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Maverick. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Maverick's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Pass to Ellis. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Timberwolves trail by 6. There's the steal. In transition, here they come. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
To the middle. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game. Randall finds Edwards. It's good! Edwards! What strength!
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Maverick. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dosunmu, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Edwards.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Now, see, right there, you see the patience Edwards has developed. Not forcing it, getting the defender to commit.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Wow, coming through for his team at the line and cutting this down to a very tight game.
Pass to Maverick. Doubled by Randall. Back to Giddey. To the paint. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's Edwards. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. .24 seconds left in the fourth.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Money!
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. From deep, Conley. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Never good to lose a player to fouls, but fortunately, he's not the only talent they have. They got other guys that can fill his spot.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Visualize a win tonight, then go out and take it.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Peyton, and it's Green in at the center.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Here's Curry. Butler feeling it out a bit. Takes a three. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Butler.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Buzelis, guarded by Curry. Vucevic a screen on Butler. Giddey. It's rebounded by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Here's Maverick, coming off a solid outing against Minnesota. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Maverick. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Podziemski. No good from outside. Chicago has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic is screen on Peyton. Dosunmu, no good on the three. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Fires the three. Out to Peyton. The three. Hits the three-point bomb.
When Peyton has a chance to get his feet set, he can knock down that three pretty consistently.
Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
Master Maverick. Now, Dosunmu. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Maverick.
And Giddy with a little giddy up on that pass.
Warriors trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Podziemski. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Down low. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Peyton heading to the hoop. A finish. And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside Curry. And here is Butler. Six to shoot. Rebound by the Bulls. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
It's been impressive, and the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really, a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
Curry on the wing. Giddy defending. Curry against Giddy. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Back to Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Vucevic. Zach Collins comes in for Buzelis. Ball's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Josh Giddey. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Gary Payton. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. Pass to Moody. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Here's Maverick, now Ball. Maverick passes to Capella. Collins setting the pick for White. Over to the wing. Capella with it. Fires away from way outside. They get it again. Warriors leading by 4. Butler with the ball. His last outing with 20 points. Hield can't hit. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Maverick passes to Collins. Buries it down low.
I do so enjoy watching the bounce pass executed that perfectly.
So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Here's Butler. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
White looking around. Here's Maverick. Hits it from three-point range. Maverick's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bulls.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Warriors lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
They've got Smith. White is out there with Maverick. And it's Clint Capella. And it's Giddey in at the 3 set. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Maverick in the last matchup against Minnesota was a man determined. He added 29 points and was reliable as ever from distance. All told, a supremely dominant performance from him. One I'm sure he expects to repeat again soon. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Jones checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Giddey. As we advance through the second half of the season, Brent. 4 points. A new lineup here for the Bulls. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Peyton, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. That ties it up. Podziemski's got 5 points so far.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Some big news coming in from around the NBA. We welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's on the phone with the latest story. Shams?
Thanks, guys. Today, the trade news is out of the Mile High City for the Nuggets. They were searching for a veteran presence who could slide in at the 1 or 2. They were able to...
What a move at the rim! Butler!
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Maverick passes to Dosunmu. Here's Maverick. The kick out to Ball. To stop the run. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Ball's got his first bucket of the night. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. First free throw is good.
GP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
Collins checked in for Vucevic. And Golden State also making a change. Hield's checked in. 1:51 left in the first half. Dosunmu, the pass to Maverick. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Green with the block.
Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Maverick. 4 on the shot clock. Buries the long-range jumper. Mavericks got 11 points. The Warriors trail. Outside, Green. Payton outside. Pass to Podziemski. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And he jams it with authority.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Outside, Payton. Pass to Green. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Podziemski. Green, the screen. The three. Collins grabs the miss.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
That free throw, no good.
Jimmy Butler and his energy is something that is infectious for his team. He gets his squad so energized to work through the toughest moments of the game.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Giddey. He has 5. Pass to Maverick. Now here's Collins. Guarded by Green. Ball with the bucket. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Nice try. It's all good. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA.
Trading for someone like Zach LaVine shows initiative. This team wants to be competitive. He's a talented scorer, explosive finisher, and you get the feeling we haven't yet seen the best of him. Very, very talented.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Payton in at the 3. Podziemski's shot is good.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. And Brandon does a great job of it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. To the right side. Here's Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the way. Vucevic has got his third basket of the night.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Here's Curry. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Giddey. And here's Vucevic. A 3-ball. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Payton. To the paint. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And Butler giving you the full buffet of the things he can do.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. Dosunmu, the pass to Maverick. From 13, that misses off the backboard. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Green. Offline with his 3. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Curry finishes off the break.
Sometimes defense is about persistence, and Jimmy Butler knows this. Forced the ball handler to slip up.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Smith checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Dosunmu. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Giddey kicks to Smith. And the Bulls with another miss. Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Curry with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Green passes to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead. It's stolen by Green. Here's Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. Banked in off the glass. Podziemski's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Maverick passes to Giddey. And they get it. Nailed from 3-point land. Giddey's got 8 points.
Trying to get more comfortable from deep. Giddey looking solid on that one from 3.
Back to Curry. Left side, Butler. Pass to Green. And the rejection by Smith. Here's Maverick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Brett, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
That free throw good from Maverick. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Vucevic. And he makes the first but misses the second. Capella the pass to Maverick. Now here's Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Pass to Maverick. They shoot again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
The free throw drops for Butler. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler.
Warriors trail by 8. Jalen Smith is out there with Dosunmu. And there's Maverick. And it's Kobe White. And it's Capella in at the 5. Down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. A nice shot by Maverick.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
The Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Moody the pass to Looney. Now Curry. And Capella sends it back.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Golden State moving it around. Curry dishes to Hield. Fires the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Maverick. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Moody. No good on that one. The Bulls leading by 12. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Warriors have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And the basket by Curry.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Maverick, guarded by Curry. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. And here is Moody. Pass to Looney. Lets it go from deep. A shot by Curry, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Screen by Smith. A nice shot by Maverick. Maverick's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Kuminga, screen on White. Healed the pass to Curry. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Chicago leading by 9. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Maverick. Smith outside. Here's Dosunmu. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Heel kicks to Curry. Trying to find Moody. Gets it to him. Back to Curry. Rebound by the Bulls. Capella's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Maverick passes to White. From past the arc. Traps in the tray.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Vucevic checked in for Clint Capella. Buzelis comes in for Smith. And Josh Giddey subbed in for White. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Gary Payton is checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys.
Thank you, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Launches a three. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Maverick. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Maverick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
Another
another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside Butler. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Maverick. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Mavericks got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bulls.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Maverick.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Maverick. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Mavericks got 33.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
All right, MP, you ready? Good teams win games like these.